The San Antonio Spurs are the 2014 NBA champions. They took down the Miami Heat finally, once and for all. All you Spurs fans, the city of San Antonio in general, I think it's time to stand up and jump around. Your team won fair and square. They deserved it. It's time to stand up and jump around. Come on, I'm hype.
Check it out, y'all.
Get up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I won't ever slack up, punk, you better back up. Try and play the role and you're the whole crew will act up. Get up, stand up, come on, throw your hands up if you got the feeling. Jump up, touch the ceiling, monks, let's a funk flow. Someone's fucking junk, yo, I'll bust them in the eye. And then I'll take the punks home.
Oh yeah, down goes the Heat. It's about time. The almighty San Antonio Spurs are the 2014 NBA champions. I was hoping San Antonio would win, and they did. They were overall the better team. The team won its 5th championship in franchise history. The finals MVP was the one and only Tim Duncan. Nah, I'm just kidding. It was Kawhi Leonard. Give him his props. I heard people say, oh, he sucks, he's nothing. Oh, shut up. He's a beast. He's likely to be the Spurs' future star player. Kawhi's the 3rd youngest player in NBA history to win finals MVP. The other 2 were Magic Johnson and Tim Duncan. He's also the 2nd player to win finals MVP, not being an all-star. The first was Chauncey Billups with the Pistons back in 2004. Good old Tim Duncan. What can I say? 5-time NBA champion, future Hall of Famer for sure. Known as one of the greatest power forwards of all time. There's always the arguments between him, Kevin Garnett, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, etc. Tim Duncan sure loves his kids. And there he is hugging his former teammate and Spurs legend, the Admiral David Robinson. Yeah, Twin Towers, baby. Twin Towers. I know one thing. I'm tired of people wondering about his future or retirement. Shut up about that. Who cares? He knows it's coming to an end, so don't rub it in. That's so annoying. Like Duncan said, he doesn't have any plans on doing anything. He doesn't want to think about retirement. One reporter asked, do you have a time frame? Tim Duncan doesn't have one. He doesn't think about it. Tell him, Tim Duncan. Man, just let the man continue playing basketball for the love of sports. As long as his body feels good and as long as he's capable of helping the franchise, then everything will be fine. I don't even want to think about his future and time frame. The same goes for Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, and etc. Since I grew up watching these guys, I don't want to even think about it. No! Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili win their 4th championship together. Boris Diaw wins his first since forever. He should have won one in Phoenix with Sean Marion, Amari Stoudemire, and Steve Nash. Give it up to Patty Mills as well. He stepped up this season. I wish Tracy McGrady would have re-signed with San Antonio to finally get that ring. I've heard people say if T-Mac re-signed, he would have jinxed the team. Oh, shut up. I also wish Selena was still here to experience the celebration. I watched her last interview from March 18th, 1995 with a guy named Puro Tejano. Apparently Selena was a basketball fan and looks like she loved the Spurs. Puro Tejano talking about Selena gonna dunk on somebody and then Selena talking about maybe use her as a basketball. That was some funny stuff. I wish she saw the Spurs win their championships in the years of 1999, 2003, 2005, and 2007 as well. But I'm sure she's celebrating the win in heaven. I'm sick and tired of people considering the Spurs a boring team. No, they're not. They're just fundamental. It seems like NBA fans prefer the alley-oop, slam dunk type teams, aka the Clippers, the third lob city, since the Seattle Supersonics with Gary Payton, Sean Kemp were the first Lob City. And I think second Lob City was Jason Kidd and Kenyon Martin of the Nets. Look, I'm all for alley-oops and slam dunks, but you got to give the Spurs some credit. The team deserves it. It's like the NBA fans don't appreciate how fundamental the Spurs are. Give them credit, people. The team is underrated. The team is not boring. Yawn. There's a difference. I'm sorry, but you're boring if you don't appreciate fundamental teams. As for the villain team, the Miami Heat, hey, they tried. I'm just glad they didn't three-peat. They've been to the finals 4 straight times. I know they were tired and would run out of gas eventually. I'm tired of seeing the Heat in the finals. We need a new team in the East, please. LeBron James has 2 rings. He's a 4-time MVP. I mean, what more do you want from him? I don't know what happened to Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh this whole final series, especially Dwayne Wade. He is definitely a shell of himself. Both Mario Chalmers and Norris Cole struggled. Can't stand both of them as players anyways. Shane Battier's last game of his career was Game 5. Gonna miss Shane Battier. Good luck. I'm so glad Ray Allen did not win another ring without his former Celtics teammates Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. And I'm sure KG and Paul Pierce were so happy to see Ray Allen not win another ring without him with a rivalry team. Does that make sense? Who are you, Ray Allen? The Luke Skywalker of the NBA? Luke Skywalker joined the dark side, I'm your father crap? Michael Beasley didn't play that much nor worked out. The same with Greg Oden. I feel bad for Greg Oden due to all those injuries. Why does it always have to happen to good players like him? Why can't it be LeBron? No, I'm just kidding. The Miami Heat bandwagoners are even worse, of course. Get rid of all the Clippers, Lakers, and Heat bandwagoners for good. There's no need for them at all. Overall, Miami must bow down to the Spurs. Go, Spurs, go. Destroy Miami Heat. Eliminated. Ooh, thunder. How thrilling. I loved it when Manu Ginobili dunked on Chris Bosh. Get him, Manu. That was a flashback 2005 Manu. Bosh deserved to get dunked on. The Spurs were the better team with a better, deeper bench. People say the Spurs are old. No, Miami's the older team with a bunch of players on the bench who used to be good players, now past their primes. Ray Allen, past his prime. Rashard Lewis, past his prime. Shane Battier, past his prime. Udonis Haslem, past his prime. Chris Birdman Anderson, past his prime. And Dwayne Wade in the starting lineup, past his prime. D Wade is no longer 06, 09, or D Wade of 3 seasons ago in 2011. Congrats, Spurs. Congrats to all you Spurs fans for appreciating your team being fundamental. I love you all. You were always there for your team in 1999, 2003, 2005, 2007. The days of Sean Elliott, David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Bruce Bowen, Steve Smith, Steve Kerr, Michael Finley, Brent Barry, Robert Horry, etc. You fans are the realest. You are wonderful. The city of San Antonio is wonderful. The Riverwalk is wonderful. And Charles Barkley cracked me up mistaking the Riverwalk for a creek. He cracked me up talking about, man, that's not no Riverwalk. That's a creek. Charles Barkley, you are something else. And I'm sure find beautiful women in San Antonio as well. Give San Antonio some credit where credit is due. The Heat being eliminated is the time of my life, and I owe it all to Spurs. I can't stand the Heat, and I swear it is the truth, and I owe it all to Spurs. Now ESPN can talk about something else that's not LeBron. Like the champion Spurs, stop sucking on LeBron's dick. He's no god. I'm tired of seeing him and his hairline in the commercials everywhere in general. I wanna bop ESPN on their heads. And you sports analysts, stop trying to be funny. This is sports, not a comedy show. Well, that's it. See you later. Congrats, San Antonio Spurs. Down goes the Heat.
No me queda más que perderme en un abismo de tristeza y lágrimas. No me queda más que aguantar bien mi derrota y brindarte felicidad.